Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me for my video all about my Niji fan subunits. A lot of people have been asking me when I was going to do a video about them, so I'm really pleased to finally be able to present this video. Part of the reason why it took so long was that I had to put some serious thought into what kind of configuration I wanted. Much like with Liela, there are so many members of Nijigasaki that you can break them up in a bunch of different ways. Though I was initially tempted to just do 4 trios, I decided that for this round I might as well stick with the duo, quartet, and 2 trio setup that Niji established. And then of course, I had to think about who I wanted to put where. I went through a lot of different combinations before ultimately settling on these fan subunits, but I'm really happy about my final choices, and I can't wait to introduce you to them. So during the course of this video, I'll introduce each one of my Niji fan subunits, name each unit, tell you a little bit about them, and then let you hear what they sound like using Doko ni Itemo Kimi, which is the only Niji song right now that we have solos for. And before we begin, I'd like to take this chance to thank Jury for designing my subunit logos. Each logo came out so unique but so perfect for each subunit, and I am really appreciative of the wonderful work that you did. And now, here we go, my Niji fan subunits. My first subunit that we'll talk about is my duo subunit, which is comprised of Setsuna Yuki and Shioriko Mifune. The formation of this subunit goes all the way back to when Just Believe was released. Setsuna and Shioriko got one line together in that song that caught my attention immediately. I've always wished that staff would have given them an actual duo song together. I wanted it so much that I even once made an RVC AI duo mix for the two of them, so it probably comes as no surprise that I've chosen these two to be my duo subunit. Both Tomori Setsuna and Koko Setsuna sound really good with Shioriko. For those curious to hear what Tomori Setsuna and Shioriko sound like, here is their brief duo line from Just Believe. While this subunit's primary style would be rock, I also think that they're capable of branching out into other styles of music as well. Some songs that I imagine being on their first album would be Deep Resonance, Wild Stars, and of course, Just Believe. I really hope that someday staff will give us the solos for Just Believe, because I really want to make a dual center mix of it for these two. Other songs that I think would suit the both of them very well include Natsu no Owari no Amo Oto ga, Sparkly Spot, Neutral, and Sakaku Crossroads. Their subunit name is Hikari, but written with the number 2 replacing the R in the word Hikari, to emphasize their nature as a duo. You can see that the number 2 is also illuminated in their logo to draw even more attention to their perfect balance. The inspiration for this name comes from the lines together in Just Believe, which tells people to go beyond the light. While talking about this subunit with one of my friends, Rain pointed out to me that this subunit's name is also a callback to Ketsui no Hikari. Although this is Shioriko's solo, Setsuna is the one who covered it in the Niji Shuffle Fest. So really, it's another song that unites the two of them together and makes the name Hikari even more perfect. Because the two of them work so well together, this subunit does not have a leader, and their subunit color will be dark red. My second subunit that we'll talk about is the first of my trio subunits, which is comprised of Kasumi Nakasu, Kanata Konoe, and Shizuku Osaka. I really want to put Kasumi and Shizuku into the same subunit because I like how they sound together. I wasn't sure about the third member and went through quite a few different combinations before settling on Kanata. I feel that with the addition of Kanata, this subunit gives off a warm, gentle vibe. Kasumi adds a much needed touch of cuteness, while Shizuku's theater background adds in a sense of drama. This subunit has some strong and capable singers in it, so they're basically my powerful but cute subunit. Their initial album might contain songs like Yume no Tobira, Torikoriko Please, and 11th Moon. Other songs that I think would suit this subunit very well include Suisai Sekai, Wish Song, Yume ga koko kara hajimaru yo, and Tsukuyomi Kuraje. Their subunit name is Mikazuki, which is Japanese for crescent moon. The inspiration from this name came from the hair clip that Shizuku gave to Kasumi, which features a crescent moon and 2 stars. Additionally, in Kanata's song Martian Star, she sits on a large crescent moon for a large part of the song. So I felt like it was a good name which ties all 3 of the girls together in different ways. The logo is in a Mikazuki with a crescent moon beside it. The word Mikazuki contains a part of all 3 of their names. You have the Mi from Kasumi, the Ka from Kanata, and the Zu from Shizuku, so I've chosen to do those 3 syllables in each girl's image color. Lastly, this group's image color will be gold, so the very last syllable Ki ends in the same gold as the crescent moon. This subunit's leader will be Kasumi. My third subunit that we'll talk about is the second of my 2 trio subunits, which is comprised of Mia Taylor, Ayumu Uehara, and Miyashita. This probably seems like a somewhat random subunit, but I really wanted to put Mia with people that she doesn't commonly get the chance to sing with. While doing some experimenting, I realized that Mia and Ayumu sound really cute together, and then by adding an I, it gives the subunit a more refreshing feeling. And as a bonus, I don't think Mia has ever really sung with either of them. This subunit is kind of quirky, with Mia's English, I's rapping abilities, and Ayumu's sweetness creating some interesting combinations. Something that is unique to this subunit is that all the titles for their songs would be in English, so songs from their initial album might include Wonderful Rush, Step Up, and Going Up. Other songs that would suit this subunit well include Beat an Angel, Paradise Chime, Sweet Eyes, and Nonfiction. This subunit name is Sassy Smile. I wanted something that reflected this subunit's cute quirkiness, and I decided to go for something alliterative like Diver Diva. I went down quite a few rabbit holes trying to pinpoint the right words to use to describe such a unique trio. I finally stumbled across the word sassy. Sassy means live, bold, and full of spirit, all of which I think suits these 3 girls perfectly. Now I want to stress that in this context, smile doesn't refer to their attributes, since only I is of the smile attribute. I chose to use the word smile in their name because that's the kind of feeling I want this subunit to invoke in people, the desire to smile. Everyone's image colors are featured in their logo, with Mia's color in the middle to reflect the fact that she is the leader of the subunit. Their group image color is a bright, deep purple. Finally, we come to my last niji subunit, which is my quartet. This unit is comprised of Emma Verde, Karin Asaka, Lanzhu Zhong, and Rina Tennoji. I liked the way that Emma and Karin sound together, so they were my starting point. Then I realized that Karin and Lanzhu, as well as Emma and Rina, were really good combinations as well. Though this quartet doesn't seem like it would fit together, all 4 of their voices blend together to create a very strong, smooth, and pleasing sound. This subunit is based around love, with each girl representing a different kind of love. Karin represents passionate or sexy love, Lanzhu represents self or individualized love, Emma represents familial or friendly love, and Rina represents pure or innocent love. Therefore, that means that all of their songs would be love songs. So some of the songs in their initial album might be White First Love, Love Marginal, and Zettai Ketai Lover. Other songs that this subunit might sing include Matete Ainu Uta, Loneliest Baby, Fly With You, and Fortune Movie. Their subunit name will be Synergy. It was a little challenging to come up with a name that could fit 4 girls who are so wildly different, but that is exactly what makes the name Synergy so perfect for them. Synergy means the cooperation of 2 or more people coming together to create a whole that is greater than their separate efforts. That represents my idea for this subunit really well. And as previously mentioned, each of the girls in this subunit represents a different kind of love. And I really wanted to include that concept in their logo somehow. Therefore, their subunit logo has the image of a heart cut into puzzle pieces. Each girl's image color is represented in a puzzle piece, which all come together to form a perfect heart. Their name is placed over top of the heart in the group's image color, which is turquoise. This group's leader will be Emma. This includes the introduction of my Niji fan subunits. Keep an eye out over the next few weeks as I will be releasing Doki ni Itemo Kimi wa君mixes for each group. And of course, as staff continues to give us more group solos, I will continue making mixes for them. I really hope that the next round of Niji group solos are true solos so that I can do true fan subunit mixes properly. But in the meantime, we'll work with what we have. Let me know what you thought of my Niji fan subunits in a comment. Thanks for watching!